Aloha, Richard Halverson here. This is ITS227. In this video, I'm going to do lab 3.13, starting lineup. So let me share my screen. It's this one here, and we're supposed to create a form that allows the user to select this. Well, we can select either draft or final with radio buttons, one or the other. We can select a date, which is it looks like it's these dates here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a drop-down menu using select with options. And then and by the way, the radio buttons are surrounded in a field set that has a legend that says status. These check boxes, you can select one or more of 0 or more of these. And it's a field set with players as a legend, and then there's a submit button. All right, so let's make this. They give us a they give us a starting index.html, and so I'm gonna move this over here. Get rid of some stuff I got here. What else do I have here? Let me get rid of this. It's the last time. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And I'm going to move this over into my ITS227 folder and go in there, and it would be starting lineup, and I'm going to extract it to a new folder, the same name as the zip file, and it opens. Okay, so let's get rid of this. So I'm going to open it up. I guess I'll use Notepad++. And let me get rid of these other two things here. Oh, all right, here it is. So let's see. First, this is 3.13. Okay. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna it's a form with a post method. So let's do form method equals post. Action equals something, and that's all. We're not going to upload any images or anything, or we're not. So this will be the action tag. The action attribute, excuse me. And every form has to have a not form, so I'm just put that there now. And then we're going to have, looks like we're going to have a P. The P is surrounding related labels, form widgets, and field sets. It turns out that if we have a P, we're going to put a P around the two field sets, but we don't have to put P's around each of these individual things. We don't have to put P's around the radio button and the label and the radio button. Let's do that. So just so there'll be like 1 P, 2 P's, 3 P's, and that might be it. All right. So let's put the submit in there too. Input type equals submit. Value equals submit, the capital S. And then we're going to have a paragraph here with a not P. That's going to be the first field set, and then there's going to be a for the date thing. Select the drop-down menu, selecting the date. And then there's going to be the field set for the checkboxes. So this is going to be it's going to have a couple. Oh, it's going to have a label. So we're going to. This is going to be a field set, and it's going to end with a field set, end field set, and there's also going to be a legend. And a not legend. So that's going to be in there. And there's going to be a thing just like this. Copy right in here. And inside here, we're going to have a couple of radio buttons. Oh, the legend is going to be status. And this legend is going to be players. And there's going to be some radio buttons here. Input, type equals radio. Name equals something. ID equals something. And then we're going to have a legend. No, it's not called a legend. It's called a label. And we're going to have something in there. Oh, the label is going to have 4 equals something. And then we're going to have an anti-label. Non-label. Is that right? Yeah. So that's the 2 labels. The 2 labels are going to look like that. I'm going to fill that in just a moment. And then we're going to have check boxes, and the check boxes are going to look kind of the same. So I'm going to just that there, but I'm going to change this to checkbox, and I'm going to leave that like that. I guess I got to put for these I have to put breaks here because I wanted them to be up. These are both across, so there doesn't have to be a break. But here there's a break between each one, so that's why I put that there. And how many of these are there going to be? There's going to be 1 copy paste. Ava, Julio, Liam, and Emma. Okay. So then field and a legend with radio buttons for choosing the draft or the final. Choosing the draft or final. And then these down here are going to be, there's like AARAV, AGARWAL, Ava Johnson. I'm not going to fill all those in. Labels are, what am I going to call the labels? Each checkbox should use a value identical to the player's name. Oh, that's right. Checkboxes have to have labels too. I mean, they have values too. Value. And radio buttons have to have a value also, don't they? Yeah. Forgot about the values. Now, the labels here don't really matter, but they just have to connect, okay? So we have to connect this with this. So the name is, does it say we're supposed to name the names of these things? players. It doesn't really say what we name each of these players, does it? So I'm gonna just call I'm gonna call this player 1. And I'm gonna call this player 2. And I'm gonna call this player 3. Player 4. And player 5. And this is, I'm gonna call this one draft. And I'm gonna call this one final. No. They have to be the same name. It's called status. These for radio buttons to work, the names have to be the same. Status. So I'm gonna call this status. But the IDs don't have, the IDs cannot be the same. The IDs cannot be the same because you have to be able to distinguish them. This name is for the server, and it's only going to come across as one or the other. But for ID, that's for if you want to refer to these different checkbox radio buttons in JavaScript in the browser, they have to have different names. So I'm going to name this one draft because that's kind of what it is, and this is going to be final. And the values should be, I guess, with the bigger one, the big one. So that's what we want it to be. And the label of the 4 should be what the ID is. The ID is browser references, and name is for the server. It's for this value that goes across in the packet that goes to the server. So that's going to be, this is going to be the draft, and this is going to be the final. And for player, for these, they can all be the same. This the 4, the name and the ID can be the same. And the value here is what we actually want to send across also. So let's make the value when it's checked to be the same as what is shown on the browser. Ava Johnson. And you can fill in the rest. Oh, this drop down here, that's going to be, what does it look like? It's got a label of date. And what are we supposed to call it? Does it say what to call it? Game date. Label 4 equals game date. And then the that's the end. Oh, we have to see what a date. That's what we're going to display out on the end label. And then right after that, we're going to have the select statement. That's right into the colon and then select statement. I'm going to put it down. Select name equals game date. ID also equals game date. And the options are going to be option value equals something, and then option. And there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's going to be a select and a not select. And this is going to be March 20th. March 20th. And March 24th. And April 2nd. April 6th. And April 13th. And April 13th. Let's see what this looks like. Let's save it and go to the folder and double click, and it opens up in, okay, it looks like that. Status, March, starting lineup. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to submit this and see what it says. Let you fix it up. Let's see what the errors are. Okay, we missed checkbox. Oh, I spelled Ava wrong. No, aborted it. But the first one, it says it should be, the first one should be, oh. Really? Well, I led you wrong here. This should be, the name should be just player. I guess so. Yeah, you can do that. This should just be player. But this should be player 4 and player 5. Should be player 5. It should be B. Let's see. I'm gonna save this and do it. See it one more time here. I hate that. All right, let's see. How did I do? I got 7 out of 10 again. Let's see. I got those all look right. Checkbox. Okay, yes, the checkboxes I didn't finish. That's because I didn't finish. Okay, and it looks like it just aborted after that. Oh, the label. The label was wrong, isn't it? This one's wrong. Okay, well, anyway, so you should be able to finish this up. Just finish this up. All right, so I think that should that's enough for you should really get all the points for 3.13. So hope this helps. Thanks for watching.